A couple of weekends ago, I sat down and rewatched most of Marvel Cinematic Universe's films. But this time around, despite viewing the characters of the film with an evolved lens, I had a completely new perspective about the character Thor. Now, even though Thor is known for his characteristics of loyalty, combat, and a bit of humor, he serves as a fantastic subject to explore the concepts of slow progress and worthiness, a topic that I want to cover in today's video. I've told the story a couple of times before, but between 2019 and 2020, I sort of took a year off to sort of internally reflect on myself and find my calling in life, whatever that means. But during this time, I decided to volunteer to help out my dad's business. As an LED lighting manufacturer with no digital content strategy online, I decided to sort of pick up the camera, talk about the products and services that we offered, how one should go about lighting designing and all of those things. I was fairly new to the corporate world and I hadn't done anything before that was worthy of speaking about, and I was just winging it. I really didn't know what I was doing. So my whole intention of recording videos for the company was to build a little bit of brand awareness, some recall, so that we have better chance at closing deals if they've heard of the brand name. But to my surprise, we actually started getting quite a bit of inquiry calls inquiring about products, and we even closed a few deals through the videos. And all of a sudden, a few months in, I woke up to this guy calling me from the US, inquiring about a very big order, which we were able to successfully execute. That turned out to be the company's biggest payday. Now, make no mistake, I was happy to contribute in whatever way I could, but something about this didn't feel right. There was this void inside of me. I kept telling myself, this surely is a mistake. This can't be happening. Not off of some video that I posted on the internet that wasn't even that good. Part of the reason on why I felt that way is because deep down, I didn't feel worthy of it. There's this notion that when you're given something that you actually don't feel you deserve, your subconscious mind has the knack of picking that up, and that sort of causes the feeling of overwhelmingness. And so if your external circumstances somehow fast tracks itself into giving you more things than you think you deserve, your mind starts to cause the feeling of unworthiness and will do everything it can to bring you to your baseline. It all made sense after a few months. I was just this guy out of college with not much of a portfolio to show for, hadn't really made progress on anything. Unlike my father and my uncle, who had sort of built the business from scratch for a span of 15 years, who had done the work round the clock and had built enough credibility and a portfolio of work to bank on. And even though they weren't part of the video, they weren't part of the content marketing team, they had every right to feel worthy of cracking the order just because of the slow progress that they had made for the past 15 years. And this is a legit problem, I feel like, especially for people who sort of reach the top of the mountain without having much of a portfolio to show for, which makes the foundation of their success a little bit shaky. An example being the Home Alone kid, Macaulay Culkin. As much as Home Alone brought him fame and fortune, getting to the top of the mountain at such an early age clouded his judgment and his success. And then we all know what happened. We talk about social media being addictive, it whiling away our time, but I feel like there's a larger problem that we don't talk about. As much as I'd like to pick up my phone, turn on my camera and do a dance video of whatever is trending on the internet with little to no effort and let the algorithm do its thing, I will inherently know that I won't feel worthy of it. Now, make no mistake, I think short form video creation is a skill. I've tried it. I've also struggled at it. I realized that there are no room for redundancies and you have to convey so much in so less time. But there's something incredibly stoic about staring at a blank cursor, blinking at your face to script out a string of essays that make logical sense. The struggle of visualizing shots to incorporate, the struggle of editing, all of it together at the end of the day that makes you go, I'm actually quite proud of the effort that went into that video. And even though it might not give me immediate results, I can feel hopeful that it will slowly progress and add up to something that I can feel worthy of someday. So maybe you're a creator, an artist, a businessman, looking up at the sky, wishing you'd rack the numbers your idols and competitors do. But believe me, the payoff will come at some moment. But until that point, you have to build between now and that moment. Because when that moment comes, despite the views, the metrics, the numbers. You will feel worthy of it because you earned it. Catch you guys in the next one.